on
Bless
the,
you. The extra blessing.
The extra blessing, that's it. So, welcome, guys. Obviously, you can see we have some new faces here to our little, what I'd call a jack-off part 2, the extra blessing. The extra blessing was not only we're blessed with our JC, but with Andy and Gian. So, Andy, I drink, therefore I dram. And Gian, whiskey and Chesterfields. Amber's coming in with the first lot of samples. So, off the first jack-off, which was the Fiends, Jakob and myself, thank you.
Thank you.
Along with Jack, we basically had 12 Jack Daniels barrel strengths that we had to work our way through. And we ended up picking our favourites. So this is us going blind for, I guess, the remaining 6. Yeah. So the remaining 6, thank you, good sir. The remaining 6 is charcoal mellowing. Is it charcoal mellowing? Excuse me.
Charcoal mellowing number 4.
No. What is it?
Charcoal production.
Yeah. So all right. So we'll go the old barrel house. Yeah. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Then we've got Nick's Wine Merchants pick. We've got
pick 1. We've got Barrel and Batches pick 1. We've got ERB JC pick.
Yep. That which was retained from last time with the Barrel and Batch, and then
we've got
Le Mason, whatever it is. Yeah.
Le Maison de Whiskey.
There you go. Look at you.
65th anniversary.
Wow.
So it's one hell of a lineup. So obviously, thank you everyone for bringing drams, and also we are on brand with these Jack Daniels, I guess RTDs with the apple and soda.
Our latest edition, an RTD with Jack Daniels infused with that beautiful green apple syrup. Green apples, Macintosh, Granny Smith, and Red Delicious apples, I believe, making the syrup. We mix it with the classic old number 7. And soda's just a really nice way of keeping it crisp and light.
It's very crisp.
It's good, right?
Yeah,
it's delicious. Really good. And thanks for having me.
No, you are welcome. You're welcome. You guys are also wondering like why we called it the extra blessing for the part 2. I covered it with Andy, but Andy referred to it as the extra blessing being the whiskey running through that maple charcoal, and I'm like, that is the best name I could possibly come up with for part 2 of this little.
Is that a actual Jack Daniels reference?
Yeah. So at the distillery, amongst the Jack Daniels team and the Lynchburg, I guess, family, they refer to charcoal mellowing as the extra blessing. Lincoln County process, the extra blessing. But it's nice. It's a more warm way of talking about what it is.
Yeah, of course. Because people get really put off, like especially when you're talking to bourbon lovers, and they're just like, "Nah, that's not bourbon." Essentially, but it's like it is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't is a good place to leave it, I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say like a little touch.
It's early.
So like, well, I guess we may as well crack into our first samples, unless anyone wants anything else to add.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's pretty important. You guys obviously know this as well, but the fact that we've got this many single barrel proofs, strengths,
it's nuts.
They're extremely rare. One in 100 barrels get selected, to be put into this program. So they're the best of the best barrels, and so the fact that we've actually got this many to try is pretty amazing. So thank you guys for sharing.
Thank you for bringing them in.
There's three elements that are captured with every barrel style and barrel pick, and even though these ones come out numbered to represent a different part of the process, they're the 3 different styles that they fall under. Like depending where they're kept in the brick house and what kind of profile they build.
Of course. So I guess we're starting with the first one on our left.
Yep.
And the camera's right. So obviously Amber, being the amazing assistant that she is, executive producer, she asked me to refer to her as, not as the help.
Thank you, Amber.
Don't say that.
I was gonna go elsewhere.
Don't.
I was going to. I thought about it and I was like, oh, nah.
Are we seeing a new jazz? A reserved jazz?
No, I just like...
He's like, no.
A brand is sending me a bottle of something that is... Yeah, and I was going down a road and I was like, safer not to go down that road. I will tell everyone when I'm done. So, yeah, obviously Amber's pouring these samples blind for us, so we have no idea what we are tasting other than Jack Daniels at 64.5%.
Bar one.
Bar one, which is
65.
Oh, you got a 65?
65.4.
65.4.
If I was to guess,
Actually,
maybe I won't.
like just doing a side by side, this is why, yeah, this feels hotter.
On the palate or the
one we
nose?
just had?
No,
or-
no, so the left,
This
nose
one
is a
doesn't
lot
feel as
hotter.
high.
To me, this one I would call the flavorful and balanced, which is
Yeah.
chapter 2.
That's right.
This one I would pick as barrel and batch. And I know that's bad, but I should be.
try it. I'll tell you.
You're allowed to get ahead of yourself if you feel like you picked the profile. You've tasted it before, you know, but...
Well, actually, no. On the profile, no. I don't think that is. So then, to me, that would be. It's not number 3, so that means it'd be Nick's.
Yeah, so
That's
we haven't
barrel and
cracked
batch.
Nick's
That's
yet.
not no, palate's not barrel and batch, so I think
No.
that's Nick's. Because that's another robust. What is it?
Robust and full-bodied.
Full body and robust.
Yeah. Sounds like you're talking about coffee.
This one's like buttered pancakes.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Oh,
That first
You're
one,
right,
hands
yeah.
down, I think is the flavorful one.
Yeah. It's
And,
like.
and balanced.
I'm getting a weird nutty note to it as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get this like weird brown sugar, almost walnut note.
Yeah, I'd
From the
say
second?
No, from
No,
the
from
The
first one.
first, yeah. The first has got like really subtle baking spices. It's got like,
Yeah.
you know, cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, honey.
Um,
Loads of honey in the first one.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
agree.
Second one's got way
Let's
more
get some
spice.
water for the troops. Thank you.
The second one is way more spice. Obviously, haven't tried your Maison or the Nick's pick, but this is definitely a lot more.
You get more coffee leather with this one.
With the second.
Yeah.
It's got like loads more spice. It's more complex.
It's much more complex.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think the
Explore that
sweet
one
tooth
more.
in me loves the first one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like, yeah. The reason, like, the nose made me think it was going to be Ray's, but the body isn't as like dark as Ray's.
Yeah, I see what you
Ray's
mean.
has like a real dark body, the barrel batch pick. This isn't dark, but it's super spiced.
Yeah, it's a lot more on that coffee side. Heap of that dark
Tobacco.
chocolate.
Tobacco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's interesting.
yeah, very interesting. But I guess we
It's almost going from that like that honey sweetness into like a treacle.
Yes.
The second one, it kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like molassesy, like more rich side
Yeah.
of honey that's almost savoury.
Yeah, that's definitely a lighter profile compared to that.
Definitely get that pancakes with that.
Yeah.
It's like
That first
it's
one.
drizzled with maple syrup.
Totally.
and
Yeah, I get
walnuts.
that as well.
You get that walnut.
Yeah. Candied walnuts.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Cheers.
It's just so we can kind of refresh our palates as we
Oh, so
when
what,
when you're drinking
this isn't
something-
enough to refresh palates?
Yeah.
It is, but
There is a
That would
good
better.
non-alc option in there.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's got the soda in it that's going to cleanse.
Yeah, it is.
other than-
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
dangerous, these things. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you
They're
drink like
crushable.
3-4 of them, which is really nice, or 5-6.
yeah, well, but you obviously
No
enjoy
one's
it
judging.
responsibly, of course. But
Responsible drinking of alcohol, responsible service, whatever it is.
yeah, that's the one. I pay for my RSA every 5 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for one soon.
It's only $20 to renew. Like,
No,
why would
yeah.
you not?
Isn't it every 10 years you're supposed to redo it? So that means I'm gonna resit it.
I think it's not 10 years, is it?
Well, every 2 cycles.
Yeah.
2 cycles, whatever it is.
I
Maybe
can't
every
remember
10
how long
years,
it is
'cause
for me.
5-year license.
Is it a 5-year license?
Yeah, 5
Maybe I
years.
just refuse to accept that because it makes me feel old, like
Yeah.
how long I haven't done it. If it's been 10 years since I've actually done it, I'm pretty sure I renewed about 4 years ago.
Oh
maybe.
no.
I've got to renew in April. That'll be 10 years in April.
Oh, well, let me know if you got to reset it, and then I don't know. Have to wait.
It's not the most exciting way to spend a day.
No, but we all love whiskey.
It used to be a
enough
lot easier when you could just do it online.
Oh yeah,
And then they-
yeah. You can still do the RSA online. You just like the RCG, you have to sit in person, but the RSA.
But the RSA, you can no longer speed through. You actually have to sit 6 hours through it. Where you used to be able to go.
Oh, you mean the screen will be aware, or
The screen makes you watch the videos,
Oh my god.
and if you skip the video, it doesn't let you progress. So you actually have to sit the entire 6 hours.
then if you try to skip one, they'll probably make you watch it from the start.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Do they actually do that?
yeah,
Yeah. I've done those kind of assessments before, where if you try to skip out or close the window, it comes back and it's like, oh, would you like to watch that again? Anyway,
This is like
this is a tough choice because
It is.
they're both like literally polar opposites in
Yeah,
they are.
flavor and
And they're
profile.
both
And
Right,
there's
the right
literally,
way.
it's just you going more towards your what your preferred
And depending on your
flavor
mood.
profile is. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that is the best way to describe whiskey to people. It's like, what is your mood? Is what bottle you're going for, especially when you have a plethora of whiskey like we all do.
Plethora.
plethora.
That means a lot.
Left
Hey,
Yeah, you have access to the work supplies, I'm sure.
Work supplies.
Yeah, a couple of drawers of whiskey.
Oh, it's a couple of
plethora.
drawers.
Yeah, that's it's
Yeah.
plethora.
Just don't like that word.
Oh.
Can we move on?
Got a lot of
Yeah. this
Try to
has like
say words.
some baking spice. It has like some allspice as well, and it's got that very cinnamon donut-esque,
It's clovey.
like a cinnabon. Yeah, it's clovey. It is
Clove,
clovey. Yeah.
I think we'll have to take a majority vote because we might be split on this one.
I don't think
So
I'm
I'm taking
split.
that's
I think I'm decided.
Yeah, I've decided.
Oh, okay. If we've decided, well,
We'll start with you, Jez, because it's your show.
no, it's not. It's a people's show. We just make it happen.
Fuck off.
Very
When have I been
Jez.
paid for this? I do this out of love every week.
Yeah.
And you get love in return.
Yeah, just from like everyone, and this is why I love doing it. I'm at number 1, so pick on the left. I was like, Andy hit it with just that like buttered pancake note, and it just tastes a lot hotter. So I'm just like,
hotter. You think the first one's hotter?
Nah,
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
the second one's hotter.
I know. I
Second one's
actually,
hotter,
I 100% know what you're getting at, but I think it drinks less hot than the second. But the reason that I would agree with you on number 1 is because I love that buttered
Yeah.
kind of vibe. But it's still got enough spices to have complexity. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not one-dimensionally sweet
No,
at all.
no,
It's
no,
quite
no.
rounded. The second one's a great. It's an amazing whiskey as well.
Yeah.
But this is really hard. But I choose number 1 in this round as well.
I think both are great. But yeah, I'm going definitely with number 1.
I'm going to be the odd one out. I think 2. I enjoy that more aggressive spice.
Yeah.
Sort of
Backbone.
mid-to-back
I also
palate.
think
Yeah.
any other day you could catch, I think, either one of us and you'll
Yeah.
pick the second one.
yeah,
Just all depends. You know?
And you-
But I think tonight.
you're spot on with that as well. It's just
Yeah.
like that, as we covered, like that coffee chocolate. Sorry, I said chocolate twice.
It's double chocolate.
It's double
That's right.
dark chocolate, coffee chocolate.
Tim Tam double coat.
The best of the Tim
Daddy.
Tams.
And then
It
is, right?
And then Tim Tam double coat, then caramel. Caramel. Oh, what are you going to put in there?
Not a caramel guy.
Oh, really?
I'm
Like
not
when
a
it comes to
caramel guy.
treats, I'm not really a caramel.
You're a
Apart
bourbon
from
guy.
caramel slice.
Oh, caramel
I
slice is
love
fucking
caramel.
That's
Yeah.
rich.
I love it. I can have one. You know,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Whatever millionaire bars is what the
What?
well we call caramel slice. The US
Yeah.
calls millionaire bars.
That's what they call caramel slice millionaire bars.
Yeah, because it's rich and decadent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Because it's either milk chocolate or dark chocolate, your caramel, and then your shortbread base.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay,
There you go. You learn something new every day.
I'm gonna keep calling it caramel slice.
Yeah,
like,
also.
I'm not going to change my lingo for no one.
Yeah, I don't think you ever have. So
No,
Oh, man.
no, everyone's adapted to my lingo and now they're using it back at me, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
like that's good for me.
It's good from you. You're a goose.
I refuse to say
so-
that.
That's so
JC's
hard.
taking it on.
That's such a hard choice. It really is.
I'm actually sitting on this longer. I think that's chapter 2, and I think this might actually be the ERB.
The second one.
Yeah, I think that's chapter 2 from Old Barrel House, and I think that's ERB Joe's pick. So there's 65.4. That's 64.5.
I
I definitely think the second one drinks hotter.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know, when you have sweetness, it kind of cuts through ABV too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, just on the nose alone, but it
Yeah.
might just be that spice that's coming through that makes it appear like it's hotter.
Yeah.
Like beer goggles.
Like beer goggles, exactly. But
They make you appear. All right, that's
So, bit of education. What's the profile of Jack Daniels? Just so that I can remember again, because you said it before, as in the mash bill, rather.
the mash bill. So your standard Jack Daniels Old No. 7 mash bill is 80% corn, 8% rye, 12% malted barley, which is quite unique in the bourbon world. You know,
it's very odd.
very low rye to begin with, but you like having more malted barley than rye is like
Strange.
not common.
Yeah.
It's a huge amount of corn too, like 80%.
80% is legal for corn whiskey.
Yeah, that's
Corn,
right.
exactly. It could be corn whiskey.
Well, so they're releasing corn whiskey now? Is that what you're telling us?
I would be happy
So
to
it
see
actually isn't bourbon, it is corn whiskey.
Corn whiskey,
It's
yeah.
not
that.
tender.
This is another little rabbit hole we could. How long have we got here?
Yeah, well, mate, we've got as long as you want.
Why do you say Old No. 7? Are you saying there's a different for the single barrels? Or
No,
are
I mean
you-
Old No. 7 is just like that house style whiskey.
Yeah.
It's where it all started, and so that, you know, I guess that DNA, that blueprint has been all the way through.
Yeah.
Releases that haven't proclaimed themselves to be otherwise.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you have these all these beautiful single barrel selects, they're all based
Old
on.
No. 7,
Yeah.
yeah. But everything starts off as Old No. 7.
Yeah.
So, like, I can see where you kind of get that from, yeah.
It's a massive part of like what Jack Daniels is, that it's all started from that one recipe essentially. you know.
Quite literally,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's like literally.
I love we're all just sitting here in these beautiful Jack Daniels t-shirts.
It does
very
look
can of
cool.
Jack Daniels.
They're very comfy too. Look.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Love.
So good. The little tag here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Bougie.
Oh yeah. Oh what?
Hey, where's that tag?
I legitimately I wanted to let you guys know that you're missing out. I'm so sorry. It was not to praise Jezrai, it was to make you guys feel worse.
Less up. Yeah.
I've got the,
Yeah.
No,
I've the
you got
names
some
on the back
sick-
anyway.
You've got the Steen Jones
That's
custom. That thing's amazing. Do you want to just turn around and show the camera that? That's what you get working with an artist. I love it. It's so
That's
cool.
good.
Just to kind of flick back to like brands that are doing cool things with artists, did you guys see the ones the Exchange are doing?
No, I haven't actually.
No, it's like very
No.
similar design.
Okay,
It's
like that street art kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
Wait,
and it's-
with Jack Daniels or just the
No, the
exchange?
Exchange.
exchange for CCA.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
I think you meant like the whiskey exchange. Is it?
No,
Okay.
no.
That's what I thought.
No.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
wrong. I went
no.
Yeah.
straight away. So we're talking about a competitor. Wow.
Yeah, we did that on the last one too. Yeah, but we're all embracive. I was just like talking about street art. We're actually embracing
I'm
street
actually
art.
curious to hear about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
Well, yeah, it's like a similar idea. It's just
Get
like,
more water.
you know, dropping street art on the back of, I guess, branded.
It should happen more. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel, you know, like the art world and the whiskey world really do have a lot in common, especially when you're working with live music events and, you know, consumer events
Yeah,
and stuff like
of course,
that. Art
of
is
course.
such a big part of what we do. So,
Yeah.
and Steen's a legend too.
Well, the way I look at single barrels, it's a piece of art. Like, you're never going to replicate a single barrel, no matter how hard you try. So, like, trying a single barrel from, well, considering we did 12 of them, and now we're doing 6.
How did you go doing 12 in a row?
You
He
should
didn't
watch
do
the
very well
footage.
at all.
Did it get silly?
You should
He
watch the
was
footage.
cooked. He
Sorry,
was.
you mean he was approaching intoxication?
That's right.
He was several drinks away from intoxication.
I think 12,
Several.
60,
That's
what,
a lot still.
64.5% times 12, and you're having, well, I presume this is a 30. Is this a 30
That's
or
what I was
15?
going to ask.
I don't know what Amber-
25 to 30. If I'm
Can
not
we?
mistaken.
Because
Looks like a 20 mil pour.
Do
It's an angel's pour.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
We're still doing 30.
are we doing 30s? I don't know what we're doing.
So that is a free pour.
Yeah, we're doing long pours, and it's like as soon as it touches the
I
rim,
think
you're like,
we're
maybe we
definitely
should
I
stop.
think 15,
With
like
a
15
couple of
mils,
Yeah.
like a good,
That's
Yeah.
a good mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
So
to, I
basically,
don't like
a
to stare
quarter
a
of
gift
what
horse
you're
in the
doing.
mouth either. You know, that's this beautiful whiskey, but also
Yes.
Just in case we need to revisit.
The next two are already.
Copy.
That's fine. We'll eat after this.
Send it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we are 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So obviously, whatever the first was is.
Can we put the first one aside because that'll end up in the final 3? Thank you.
Hey, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's a cool idea. So who came up with the original idea? Was it yours? Was it your
Yeah, like it
brainchild?
was I guess it was a joint combination between the Fiends. Sorry.
Yeah, because we need new glasses.
Oh.
Want to revisit?
This is why I said I'll bring more.
You know what? I was going to bring some blends too.
I've got like 40 blends at home now. It's
I'm gonna
ridiculous.
bust my palate.
Yeah. That's right. That's why I got water. We can cleanse.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Oh,
With
thank you.
There's a refill if you need more water.
Thank you.
So,
That second one was a bang
Just,
whiskey either way.
that. Not much on the nose compared to the first two, if I'm not mistaken.
I've got a.
Oh.
So another 2.
Yep.
Pass them down
Absolute
the line.
most. Create a blend.
Grab that one first.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
Cheers.
Someone pushed in the middle for.
That was the other one that came around.
No, was it?
No, it was. Trust me.
No.
No. Like
What?
that was the one that was handed over to me that I had to finish. I'm like,
Oh, hold on. Oh, so that's just came out as number 1. That's your number 1 though, I think.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first one.
Is it?
That's it.
Yeah.
So he's missing one.
No, he's not. He's
He's had 2 whiskeys.
Yeah, you gave me your 2 straight away, and I
Right.
put
Oh,
him here.
okay, cool.
Yes.
He's giving me one of his,
Alright.
so he's
Oh,
still,
I'm following
he's still sitting on 3. Yeah.
Oh no, so this is my second,
Yeah.
but I just didn't feel like putting it away like a folded shirt.
Yeah. Okay. If you
Who folds shirts?
got
Jesus.
down there. Also don't fold
What do you
shirts. We've got coat hangers for that.
Monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Coat hangers.
Coat hanger.
A t-shirt?
Coat
Like-
hanger.
Basic t-shirts? No, I just chuck in a
I
drawer.
reckon we could stretch this one out too. Do you want to talk about how do you
Yeah,
treat
I know.
a t-shirt?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't ever get good chatting. We're just like, yeah, how can we best cover this?
I used to use
I like to do something that annoys Jordan, my flatmate, because I've got this thing where whoever I live with, regardless of who it is, I have to, if their laundry comes out of the dryer, I have to kind of fold it, whatever. It gets weird when you're, dealing with people's intimates and stuff like that.
Underwear?
But, yeah, like I'll fold his shirts as his
fold your underwear?
Just let me.
Okay, sorry.
You got your step once.
Yeah.
You just kind of go, and just that that's it. All right, and you don't have to.
You can move in with me. I'm all for it.
It's a thing that I do, but some people are weird about it. I feel like Jordan's always been a little bit like, why do you do that? It's like he'll come into his room and it'll be kind of folded there. And now he told me, why do you fold my t-shirts? Because he hangs them all.
Yeah.
Which is smart, so you
Yeah.
can see what t-shirt you're looking for instead of me pulling my shirts
Yeah,
out
that's-
every
that's
day
what I
and
do.
going, oh, Frankie's. Like it's
Why
it's
all
so
my
bad
shirts
and I just
Frankie's?
don't change it. But anyway, I intentionally fold his shirts because it's funny. Because then he has to unfold it and then hang it. But
I love that.
it comes from a place of kindness, though.
Question: how do you organize your shirts though? This is a very
All
big
right.
derailment.
I'm happy. I'm burning myself here.
Yeah.
I have very poor organization of my wardrobe.
Right,
It
maybe
is-
we should go through all our shirts.
It makes no
and
sense. And
organize it.
also, I should comment. I have about 80 t-shirts
That's fine.
ish, 80 to 100 t-shirts.
Yeah.
80% of them are black,
Yeah.
so it's an absolute S fight to find the black shirt that I'm.
You can say shit.
No, I just like it sounds cool.
It's on brand. He's being
Okay,
nice.
that's fine.
I'll cuss if and when I wanna cuss.
Yes,
anyway, cuss. It's good. Anyway, no. I have no system, so I won't put the black shirts together, the green shirts together, whatever.
Oh,
I
if
am
you have
very
any green
poorly-
shirts, bin them, please.
I've got 2 green shirts.
What's
That's
wrong with
fine.
green
Yeah,
shirts?
Oh, let's not
green
go
shirts.
into that.
They're both like
I need to know.
forest
I like green
deep
shirts.
greens.
I'm going to answer that.
It's my
off
favorite
camera.
color.
Yeah, me
Forest
too.
green is my
It
favorite
is
color.
a lovely green.
Hey,
You
look
and
at
the
it,
rest
look
of
at all
the
of us,
crims
look
in
at
New
us.
South Wales.
And this guy.
What's wrong with
Green
green?
Oh wait, do you wear
Green
crims in
shirts, green
green
eyes.
suits?
They all
Yeah.
wear green.
Green eyes? Nice.
All the crims wear
He
green.
does too.
No,
Blue.
they're
No,
like
it's
blue gold.
I was gonna say they're definitely blue.
gold.
We all
Yeah,
have,
they,
like,
it
green
changes.
lights.
It changes
Mine are
on a
hazel
daily
with a blue
basis.
ring.
Mine's changed
green.
slightly.
Yours are
according to
green.
my
Brown,
mood.
Yeah.
green, I think. I don't know.
No, green with the blue ring.
I'm down in Hazeltown. Yeah. Grew up in
Oh.
Hazelbrook.
Oi, did you really? No.
Pretty close, actually.
Actually?
Springwood. Well, it's actually an area between Springwood
What are
and
we talking
Falconbridge,
about?
if you know the Blue
Oh,
Mountains.
this is-
That's called Falconwood.
Wait, did you
or
get from
Springbridge?
Blue Mountains?
Yeah, well,
Oh, shit.
yeah, I was born and raised in Tassie, but then my folks moved to Blue Mountains, so I grew up there.
Yeah, we're getting
I mean,
history
that-
lesson of
I'm just a
Andy.
small town boy, you know.
I was gonna say, that
That's
transition
all
makes
down,
sense.
boy.
Going from Tassie to Blue Mountains.
Yep. Keep it cold, you know.
Keep it far away from things.
Yeah, things and people. Yeah.
That's fair.
We're in Tassie.
Ulverston. So, that's Tassie.
Yeah.
Right at
Literally,
the top,
just
right
in
in the
that-
centre.
Ah, okay.
Between Devonport and Burnie.
Okay.
If you're a fan of...
I know those two places, so
Yeah.
that makes...
You know, there's a harbour and there's an industrial area. And neither of those. And there's a town called Penguin.
Penguin.
It has a giant penguin, and all of the mailboxes are penguins.
That's wild.
Or if you're from New Zealand, penguins.
Oh, no way.
I don't know how we got into that, but now
No, neither.
it started off as t-shirts.
I think I could probably guess these two as well.
Let's go.
Off the nose.
Let's do it.
These feel a lot softer
Why have you got
on the
four?
nose.
The
Here's
first
the
two.
Oh yeah, cool.
No, because it was like
He's sitting on it.
revisit.
Yeah, but I don't have enough Glens for that, and also, like,
Yeah.
And again,
I'll-
if
no,
I'd set a
no,
mix
but
up.
do you know you brought 2 bags,
Oh,
Should
yeah.
we make an infinity
and then you
blend?
loaded another 2 bags
Such a
full of whiskey.
It's a great show.
Oh, we did Infinity Glens last time.
That
Infinity
that
blend.
reminds me of number 1 in the first round. But it's a little bit more nutty. Like
Yeah.
it's nuttier than the
Yeah.
first one, but it's got that really sweet. That's the sweet.
And how do we get that beam nut from that 70%
I wouldn't call
corn?
it a
Oh, 80.
beam. I
No,
wouldn't
no,
think
it
it's
is.
beam nut.
It is.
Like, to me, it's more of that
Almost
almost...
like a walnut, brown sugar.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Walnut,
it's
chestnut.
on that almost like wild turkey funk.
Oh,
nut
yeah,
note,
okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
funk nut.
You know, like how wild turkey has that. It's sort of funk, but it's kind of nutty, almost like a hazelnut.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost like a
See,
hazelnut.
I used to get
yeah.
that when I was growing up. I used to get that from Jim Beam. Like Jim Beam,
Yeah.
I just get like so much of a nuttiness from it.
Oh, I get
Baker's
peanut. I
Market,
get
obviously,
peanut.
you know, you get
Yeah.
the corn.
More peanut.
Wild turkey, I always get more of the rye. I always
Yeah.
get more of a kick, right? Oh, kick and chicken. Wild
Yeah.
turkey.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Kick and chicken.
You like that?
Actually,
Yeah, I love that.
though,
It's
same
Please,
beam,
please continue to reuse it.
Chicken
same
chicken.
beam on this one. I actually,
Oh, now I'm
I-
crazy.
to me, like, that reminds me of Baker's.
Bakers.
Yeah, it
I
actually
haven't-
reminds me of
Well,
Baker's.
to be honest with you, I haven't tasted Bakers in so long. But
I've got
yeah.
an open bakers.
Yeah.
The new
It's time to
Bakers,
revisit.
as in the new single barrel Bakers rather than the
Yeah.
single batch Bakers. That actually reminds me of the single barrel Bakers in terms of that.
Oh, and wait, I was going off brand by talking about exchange. Okay, I'll just go fuck myself.
At least
Good.
call
It's
the
good.
brand.
It's relevance, man.
Yeah,
it's a family.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a family after all. That first one's delicious. I just want to keep drinking it.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to the second.
We might have like a family of ones here.
Oh, I was about to say something so political. I'm so glad I didn't. So I'm
Oh,
gonna,
no, I'm getting a lot of soft
Fine.
caramel on this one.
on the second one?
No,
Yeah.
the first one.
First one.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
unheard of to get maple and caramel from a.
Oh,
No.
that second one is.
Bang on.
Good.
That's cream.
I haven't had it yet.
To me, it's like whipped caramel,
Oh.
which is a.
It is creamy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious. They're both really good, but that's just for me.
I think I can't remember tasting that,
Mm.
and my head is going. La Maison de Whiskey for that one.
That one's fudgy. It's like sticky fudge.
Yeah.
The second one?
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
one to me is La Maison
I
de
think so
Whiskey,
too.
and this one to me is screaming Chapter 3, and I don't know if that's
Chapter 3. Okay.
because it's got that full-bodied robustness on the nose,
Mm.
but the palate has a bit of softness, which in the whole 1 to 6 chapters, 6 had a lot more of a harsh body compared to number 3. So I think this is number 3. Chapter 3.
What is this? This has got like a lime cordial note to it.
The first
Oh,
one.
yeah, the first one.
Already these two are better than the first two.
I agree.
Right.
I think these are better
Yeah.
than the first two we had.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah?
I didn't get that until you said it.
I don't want
That
to
is
influence you,
so
but-
no,
Yeah.
no. That's I get that, but I wouldn't have known if I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. It's
Yeah,
got like
like-
that kind of like sickly sweet
Number 2.
Yeah.
lime peel,
Yeah.
but not really fresh
I'm
lime,
too.
more
No, no,
lime
no.
cordial.
Like Cotty's
Yeah.
lime cordial.
That's really good, man. I get that.
Coddy's fucking.
Like Coddy's lime cordial on the nose for number 1.
You know what? I thought you were talking about the palate.
No.
I could only get it off the nose.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So you did say nose.
Yeah, no.
I don't get it. I don't get on the palate.
No, palate. No,
Yeah,
on the nose, definitely. Yeah.
That's
Dude.
funky. And it's weird, like, because as you said, like 1 in 100 get picked for the single barrel project. And like this is cask strength, so we're even seeing less of those in Australia. So to get
That
these,
gold bottle, man.
like to get these really funky notes that you
Yeah.
typically wouldn't
Can I
get
just say
from-
that it's amazing how many have dropped this year compared, or obviously
Oh,
they
yeah.
launched
Yeah,
last year
definitely.
and
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
The amount of that have dropped this year, please more.
That sounded good.
Also,
That sound was like
That was
perfectly
perfectly timed.
punctuated that moment.
That was unreal.
Yeah, no, you're right, man, and I feel like the more of these that are around, there's not going to be any less of a buzz because there's just such special whiskeys, right? Like, I've never had one of these.
A bad.
Yeah, I've never had one that I didn't like.
palate, that's like buttermilk pancakes. I don't know what it is with these number 1s, but like
Can
banana.
I ask something?
Yeah, go.
What is a buttermilk pancake? Is it different to a regular pancake?
It's using buttermilk
Using
rather
buttermilk,
than usual milk.
So it's like buttermilk and
high fat
banana
content
pancakes.
milk. That's what
Oh
it is.
wait,
High
wait, we've
fat
got a
content milk.
okay.
Buttermilk.
We've got a chef in the
Yogurt
kitchen.
milk, right? It's like
Hobbsy, can you give us a brief? Buttermilk.
Do you know what buttermilk is?
A high fat content.
Well, that's what I don't know what
When
a
you-
buttermilk
when
pancake
you-
is because I've never had one.
Separate butter. So you heat it to a certain temperature, it separates. It separates into buttermilk and clarified butter. So the buttermilk
Clutter.
is the
Sorry,
is the
I'm so
white,
sorry.
is the
You
white
lost us
creamy
already.
part of the butter,
Yep.
and the clarified butter is the oily bit,
The yellow bit
Okay.
the yellow bit. So that buttermilk sits
on top of the butter.
heavier, and you have to separate them.
Okay.
The clarified butter is really good for cooking things with heaps of flavour, but the buttermilk, they've like isolated that and then made pancakes out of it.
So it's just basically like a really luscious version of butter.
Super rich, but
Rich.
without the
Thicker?
oil content.
Okay. Wow.
viscous.
So like
pancake.
kind of like creamy and fluffy and light without it being. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Japanese pancakes. So
What? They're not thicker. right?
What?
Go
Was that
to
like a-
the galleries.
Yeah.
There's a Japanese pancake place
Is it in
there.
the rocks?
No, it's in the
You're
CBD.
so bougie.
Yeah, I know the area you're talking about.
So galleries, you've got
Yeah.
Grounds and City. You
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
around the corner, you've got that place that literally just does egg sandwiches in various degrees. Next to there, there's a Japanese pancake place. Excuse me. Which is buttermilk
What's it
Japanese
called?
pancake. I can't remember the name. And they're like this thick,
Yeah.
and they are
but they're just like really like light to bite into, like
yeah,
like
sort of
fluffy.
like Uncle Tetsu's.
Oh yeah, Uncle
in-
Tetsu's.
So cheesecakes, but pancakes.
That I'm subscribed.
Do it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Some damn.
The only thing I think of when I hear buttermilk, and this is very off topic,
What time's that?
but is
close?
like. Can we go? We're going now. Yeah.
Amber, are you driving? What?
Can you go get us the Jap? What's
Oh,
the
no.
address?
If I drive and I get caught, I don't just get hit with some.
Ah, that'll pair great with some JD.
It's a no from me.
Uber XL.
Uber XL.
No, yeah, buttermilk pancakes. Weird segue, but true lies. You know that's.
Yeah, no. Like, you're there.
But you get
Want to get
pancake
down on my
vibes
knees
throughout
and
these
beg
cut-
for
these
buttermilk.
single-
That's the only time I've ever heard buttermilk before, and I've never known what buttermilk was or what pancakes were. But a car salesman in
Hold on,
True
you
Lies.
can buy buttermilk
Bill
on
Paxton.
its
You can.
Yeah, you can.
own. You can go
You can buy buttermilk
to a
by itself.
bakery
Can we-
and you can
now?
buy it from the fridge.
You can
Now?
go
and
bloody
there's butter,
Woolworths.
butter
Yeah, go to
you can
Woolies
buy.
and
It
get
tastes like
dairy
yogurt
milk.
though, like a watered down yogurt.
It's like a
Wogan.
fattier
Yeah, that's right.
bloody
Wogan.
milk.
When I used to work for Mercedes-Benz, he always used to get like,
Or did you work for Mercedes in Wollongong?
don't you start. Anyway,
Is that where you...
yeah. So when I worked for
This is a
Mercedes,
story. This is a story that you've revisited. So
No, we've never heard it
He's
before.
always said he worked for a car dealership. I didn't know it was Mercedes.
Yeah, he used to
And
work for
Mercedes in
that.
Wollongong. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Near North Gong.
Yeah, like corner of whatever
North
the fucking
Gong.
road is. You know where it is. It's right next to North Gong Pub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Anyway, they're not there anymore. They've moved.
Thanks for the update.
Yeah, no worries. Just in case you're wondering, in case you're buying a Merc, they're not there. But he used to buy this like whatever the fucking like it's a pastry and like meat filling. I don't know.
ham cheese croissant.
Is it
Burek. Yeah. Burek.
I love
Yeah.
Burek.
Yeah, right. So you used to get that and buttermilk.
Oh, you get buttermilk with it.
Yeah, and that's what he used to do every
It's
morning.
also alliteration too. Buttermilk Burek.
Yeah, so like he'd do this every morning, and he'd buy it for like the team and
That's
everything
cool.
else. Like I'm all for it.
I couldn't do it with the buttermilk.
Yeah, but that's
It's too
how he'd
thick.
consume it.
I don't know.
I'm like,
yeah, they're used
you
to
fucking nuts.
They're used
Thick,
to it.
but no oil.
I mean,
He's like, I can guess just based off what you're
So
saying.
yeah, thank you, Gian, for helping me through that. But yeah, that's how they'd get through their morning.
yeah.
And I'm like, y'all are nuts. I was a parts guy, so like I just knew numbers.
Which part?
Oil filters.
I just got the Sadify on my.
What did you get?
Interesting.
Sadify?
What's that?
Mercedes-fy. Yeah, like,
What's Mercedes-Fy? Oh, Mercedes.
oh Jesus, you're sitting there like, what's
I thought he
Mercedes-fy?
was saying like it was like a part of a car. I'm like, what is a Mercedes-Fy? I've
No, but
never heard of
that's before he was a micro influencer.
No, that I can't get past this
Wait,
lime cordial on the
Yeah.
first nose. I'm going second.
You know what's
for this one.
strange?
I'm going second. I get this
Second.
weird sweaty note on the first one.
That might
As
be your
bad as
lime
that
cordial.
sounds, I get a weird sweaty note on like the back of the nose. A weird sweaty
Like,
note.
you're going back to your jackass talk when you've got old mate in the sweatsuit and he's like running on the treadmill.
Oh no,
strange.
no, I'm not ready to talk about that scene. That was troubling.
Tell me the second one doesn't have that
Oh, second
lime
one's-
cordial slightly in it. Or have you just put that in my head?
You mean the
First one-
second? You're getting it from the second one as well?
No, I wouldn't
The
say
first
that
one
from the
I
second
did
The
one.
first one I
It was
did
on
get
the
it.
nose.
Yeah.
No, get it on the nose. The second one I get it in the palate.
Wow, that's cool.
Clean your,
Why?
clean
I
your
feel like
palate, hit
that's
it
the
again.
way, that's the way like an emotional tasting or like a suggestion
Yeah.
of flavor and aroma works, because once you've kind of sowed that seed, it literally almost
find it.
it unlocks
Well,
that for further tasting. So like I did this tequila tasting. I love talking about this just because it's so relevant to what I do. But I was doing a tequila tasting and we were looking at the El Jimador Reposado, and there was this guy, you know, that
I
was
love Reposado.
in the
by the
guy.
way.
It's so beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But there was this guy that was just sitting there and he was keeping to himself, and I'm like, man, tell me what's the
Give me
flavor note?
something, yeah.
And he was there and he's like, you know, he was like really nervous, like he just started bartending.
Yeah.
And I was like, kept coming back to it. I'm like, come on, man, I know you've got something. Let
Yeah.
everyone know what it is. And he's like, no. And I'm like, it's not going to be embarrassing. Everyone gets different things. I'd love to hear it because I want to learn what it is.
Yeah.
And he just goes, yellow capsicum. Like that.
Yellow
And-
capsicum.
Yeah, and as soon as he said it, like
Everyone
literally,
was like,
yeah,
yes.
no, but as soon as he said it, I just went,
Why am I getting yellow capsicum from this?
and it
What?
just no, but it literally it unlocked like that category of vegetable in referring to tequila.
Yeah.
So now when I refer to tequila, I can talk about artichoke heart or olive brine
Yeah.
or yellow capsicum, green capsicum, red capsicum. All of these are like earthy, rooty
Yeah.
vegetables. But until he said that, I didn't get it. And
Yeah.
now when I try other tequilas, I'm like, oh, yellow capsicum, green capsicum, and it's like just giving you more on your palate. Like
Yeah.
you're you know, as a imagine yourself
Yeah.
as, you know, it's like a new color of paint that you can
Yeah.
use. And literally, as soon as you said lime cordial, I'm like, that is specifically what I can smell.
yeah.
And then for you to like pick it up later on palate, that's how it works, man. Because it's been unlocked. Like it's unlocking a way to describe
But-
flavor.
Yeah,
You-
cool. Too again.
But just to like circle back
Yeah,
to the Brown Forman brand, like Woodford Reserve gets 210,
214.
214,
we're sitting at
okay.
the moment.
214 flavor notes.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, really?
how the fuck
Yeah.
do you get
It's
214
like hearing
flavor notes?
Woodford gets, what's their branding? They get,
With,
you're Woodford, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like,
I'm trying not to turn this into like a
No,
massive
but
brand chat, but
like Brown Forman.
Yeah.
Woodford's thing is they have close to 300, isn't it?
No,
Like
214.
Two-
You literally
well,
just said
yeah,
that.
so
Did you say Old Forester?
No.
no, Woodford.
Oh, you did say Woodford. Okay.
Yeah, I said Woodford.
Wow, I just
You were like, yeah, Woodford's got these like 300. I'm like, mate, I just said Woodford.
I thought you
had
said Old Forester. In my head, I heard
210.
I love that. If you think of Woodford and the backup thought is Old Forester, that's great. I just need you to have every one of your backup thoughts to be Brown Forman.
Yeah. Done.
So like, oh, when you talking about El Jimador before, is that like Herradura? I'm like, awesome. Let's put this together. Like, let's just
Done.
get everything you're thinking of. No, yeah. So there are 214,
Yeah.
discernible flavors. But that's not what they're asking their consumers to do.
No,
They're not
of
asking
course
their
not.
consumers to look for that many. They're asking for their consumers first and foremost to enjoy,
Yeah. And
the taste,
add
the smell.
least amount of coke
But
as they
they-
can to the drink.
That's one way of describing
Yeah,
it.
that's
But I think it's more
Bags.
like.
What?
But this is like lab coat kind of stuff that they do. You know, they sit down at a like a compound and a molecular level, and they're breaking that down.
Compounds, the esters.
Like Elizabeth McCall, like I sat down with her,
Beast.
and it was amazing to just hear how she broke down flavors. She spoke about at least 3 to 4 florals before she even got into fruits, and before she got into the caramels and sweet aromatics. She was able to just drop it all, and I'm there just going caramel. I think I know, and it just made me realize. But her background, her background with Woodford was in flavour department. It was in like the chemistry of flavour. She's just like done the work, So her and Chris Morrison sat down with like a pen and the lab coats on. 214 is wild.
Yeah,
that's all
like,
documented. It's not like
I know.
Yeah, that's right. Like I barely get
very cool.
7, so like for them to get 214 is nuts.
I think I'd struggle at 7.
Yeah.
I might be able to get 10 if you look into subcategories.
Yeah, that's right.
Like when we're talking about nuttiness, we can go like hazelnuts, chestnuts, walnuts.
Yeah, that's right.
All the nuts that we can talk about and how they've been treated. Candied walnuts or is it
roasted
walnuts?
Yeah.
Like and those are all specifically different. So to think of 214 emerging in something like that, it's like you're breaking subcategories down and going, wait, what if we go in this direction and that direction? Oh my goodness, what about this? And it's really cool. Like I would love to be at that level.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to increase like how much I can smell and taste, but you meet Elizabeth or Chris and you're just blown away. Like it's
chaos.
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
All I can say is we need more batch proof Woodford.
Definitely.
It's so
lives.
delicious.
Yeah.
Did you did the tasting at Lola? Yeah.
Andy remembers you doing the tasting.
No, he
that's
doesn't.
what he's saying.
I know you.
All I can say is
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you remember him. doing
the
the tasting.
sample
Exactly.
that Senior Ray gave me of his single barrel strength one.
Single barrel straight. Are you talking Woodford?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was delicious.
Off the scale.
No. You couldn't swear. I assume Jack Daniels has
he already
no
did.
Hold on.
Yeah, I already
He
had
swore
one.
14 and a half minutes ago.
I
that's
glassed his bottle.
Wow.
It was
Exceptional.
yes. And like for a brand that, or for a company that has JD, why would they not do the same for Woodford? Because Woodford plays in that 45.3. Is that it?
It's generally
It's dropped
45.2.
Oh,
I mean, all of the
45.2.
Masters collection sit at 45.2, and then you've got the occasional,
batch.
like Double Oak sits at 43.2. But generally, they're all between 40, 50 tops. So when you see something like Batch Proof come out, everyone loses their mind, and so do I, because that's the first time you get to see Woodford play in that scale.
It is.
And it sings.
It
like,
does.
That Batch
It
Proof.
does.
The Batch Proof, right? And I loved doing tastings
batch proof, though?
recently. I had
new
the
bottle
old,
shape?
I had the older bottle shape of it,
The 60
but I have tried the new bottle shape too.
Yep.
The crazy thing when I try that old bottle shape, like it's tropical fruit. Like you get.
You spoke about this at the tasting.
I cannot talk about it more. It's like Woodford when you take it up that high. There's these beautiful like tropical notes that come through, and it just it's so delicious.
Pineapple notes, like it is
pineapple, but all that caramel and treacle and stuff come through.
It's
as well.
those charred barbecue notes.
It's like that barbecued fruits. Barbecued fruits.
Yeah, barbecued fruits is perfect. It's just,
and it's.
I want more of them too. I don't actually know the strategy with going with more batch proof and higher Woodfords, but I'd love to see it too. I'm sure it's in the pipes. So.
Like a single barrel series like JD has would be.
That'd be unreal.
I'm taking notes, guys.
Man.
I'll send all the feedback for sure. But yeah, it's next level. Like Jack Daniels. Imagine if we didn't have the opportunity to try like Jack at this strength.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
It is
completely different game.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Or like
Yeah,
even going from 40 to 45 to 47. There's a huge jump.
Sometimes 40 to 42. You get like people that'll try a 40 and a 42 and really spot different flavour notes. It's a huge.
It is a jump. You do taste the difference.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a massive.
So speaking of like changing different flavour and everything else, guys, where did you end up for 1 and 2?
2 for me. 2.
I was at 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Ooh. I definitely preferred 2.
At first, I wasn't. It was still 1, but third sip, I was like, nah, definitely.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I started off on 1, and I ended up on 2 the more I sipped from it.
Definitely.
So probably just the same as you
Yeah,
guys.
I think
I'm 2. Yeah.
2 was. Oh, for me, both times 2 was delicious.
4 for 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 for 2. So what are we? We are 3 for 1, 4 for 2, like
And then we're up to last bit before we have the last.
before the last 3
Well,
spread.
the tip, the number one wins it, doesn't it? Even though you went for the second one. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I don't know
So
if should I keep harboring my samples below?
I made them and finished.
do whatever you want.
Oh, you have?
I have.
You've done it?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I did have a little
Are these
taste
20 mils?
and,
15.
You're happy with the
No,
results?
we moved to 15 mil rather than 2 pours.
Much better.
Like, nobody won.
15 mil pours now rather than
Thank you.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
brilliant.
I wasn't that
Beautiful.
far off 15 mils with the
Thank
other
you.
balls.
I was just starting to sober up. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, thank you.
All right.
It's very kind. And
Sorry.
okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So when you did the 12 in a row, was it?
Yeah.
How long was that? Like,
That was an
sitting?
hour.
It was.
So-
You got through it all in an hour.
Yeah, so we did 12
Maybe you
an
didn't
hour.
have as many segues as we've had.
No, but like we tend to keep the
Seconds.
boys on
Thanks.
track. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, let me know like whenever my
No,
life
no,
stories
like,
start to get in the way.
This is
of
the
it.
thing. Like it's always fun having a BA come in and like talk and like I guess introduce different ideas into the mix. So we're incredibly blessed to have you, and then also Gian because Gian's amazing.
Oh, thank
So
you.
Oh man,
Not as amazing as Andy.
yes.
it's not a
Andy
competition.
is a specimen. Like,
Isn't it?
He
let's
is.
be honest, he's
Like-
a specimen.
Like we're pretty blessed tonight. Let me tell you.
We're all blessed actually. This
We are.
This
With
is
Andy.
Second blessing.
And that is why we have the extra blessings. So for that, we're thankful. Also, 15 mil pause because Amber caught on by the.
I mean, to be honest with you, like the 30 ml pours were pretty excellent. I just couldn't keep up with them. I think like when you're having something this big, it's pretty tricky.
You need
to-
more
Yeah,
water?
yeah.
I'm good.
no,
man,
I'm
thank
good.
you. I'm also just really enjoying Jacob's tasting and smelling notes as well. I reckon this guy's got an exceptional nose and palate. Like he describing from front to back palate as well is something that I'll speak about flavor, but the way that you break it down, it's like a full I really like. I'm actually learning from the way that you're talking about it, which is
I
really
don't know if
cool.
that makes me an alcoholic or not.
No, it just means you're good at analyzing flavor. And everyone's got different levels of it.
These are
Definitely.
quite similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are very similar. So it's
These are very similar.
a very interesting match.
Like, this one's a little softer. The second is a little softer, but they're very similar on the nose.
I feel like the second's a bit hotter.
Oh, really?
I haven't tasted them yet, but on my nose.
I was going to say, for me, the second's a bit dull on the nose.
Yeah, well, that's like softer, dull. Yeah, same thing. Like, I feel like getting more from this first and the
First
the
one,
second.
yeah, definitely.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's gonna be interesting.
It'll come down to palate alone.
That's interesting. Like, compared to the first 4, these are the
Okay.
most similar.
Mm.
Oh man, the first has definitely got that like salted caramel vibe to it. Like it's got a saltiness to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it
I
does.
love that. Like I need to speak briefly. It's funny that I'm looking at a barrel and batch class here as well. Like I took Ray's barrel pick on holidays,
Yeah.
and like being me, I went down to the water.
Oh, yeah, you're
'cause
not
we were,
wrong.
like. And then I got this slow motion footage of like a wave like crashing over the top of his bottle.
Yep.
And I had my Glen can sitting next to it, and a bit of the salt water went into the glass like because I was filming it.
Yeah.
And I went to have a sip of it, and I was like,
Alright.
God, that's salty. And I kind of forgot that all the water had gone into it, but it made me realize that like Ray's barrel pick actually has that kind of salted vibe to it.
This
Like,
like,
you
like
get like caramel and like fudge at that
Yeah.
level. Salt
Yeah.
is brilliant. Like it's actually
Yeah,
a really
it,
welcome
it helps
addition.
Yeah. Helps cut through that extra sweetness.
Yeah, exactly. It
And-
dials the
yeah.
sweetness back, and it adds this like layer of complexity, which is awesome. And
I
that,
love
that
salt in that.
Oh,
in a
I
way.
get
Yeah.
like
So
massive
good.
dark
So good.
chocolate. I get salt.
Yeah,
yeah.
Weirdly, I keep thinking of oysters, but that's probably just because of the salt.
yeah.
And again,
So bougie.
that hazelnut note in terms of like a nuttiness.
Yeah. Wait, how have the hazelnuts been treated?
Like it. I'm just thinking of like Lindt hazelnut at the moment.
Freshly roasted
More of like a
hazelnut.
chocolate, like hazelnut roasted.
Yeah, I guess
Pressed
Lindt
into
cho-
chocolate?
Yeah. That's what I'm getting, and like that, yeah.
I love hazelnuts.
So good.
Someone asked me to rank my top 10 nuts the other day, and I found it so hard.
Rank
But-
your top 10.
Yeah.
I would put Jake.
We had
as
to-
number
I was-
one.
I was having a really,
I would
like-
put you as number one.
It's really cool. It's actually really cool to try and do it because it's a mood thing, right? Like you might be
Yeah.
feeling bougie and macadamias are on the cards, but for me, peanut number one always.
I'm
I love peanuts.
You can't beat
I'm
it.
always a
I love
hazelnut. I'm
peanuts.
always a
It's very
hazelnut.
versatile.
You're a hazelnut guy.
I'm a hazelnut.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Macadamia is always too
All
oily.
right. How about this? I don't want to take up too much time with this.
Here we go.
But let's just call it number one. If you feel comfortable to go top three, you can. But I really want to hear your top nuts.
I put Jacob as number one because he's fucking nuts. But
Fair.
like,
number two.
Number two.
like hazelnuts are good. They're fuckable. Macadamias are good. Like, I'm allergic to nuts. Like peanuts.
You're allergic.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. So like,
So you haven't had much.
This is a terrible game for you.
Allergic to.
yeah, like
Yeah.
let's play a game. What am I not allergic to? Let's play that game.
Wait. So you are allergic to like most nuts?
No, it's like peanuts.
Or is it just D's?
No, peanuts.
nuts.
Good from you.
I'm sorry.
I
Good.
really feel like you allergic to peanuts is something that I should have known 3 months ago.
Did you? You didn't know? You didn't
Oh,
know?
wow.
You guys like lived to?
Yeah, that's a bit.
You didn't know he's allergic to peanuts?
Yeah, we play this game. It's
told
fun.
me.
Wait. So what happens if you ingest a peanut? Like,
I'm fine. I'm not gonna die.
but it's more like your body just rejects it. Like
Yeah, that's right.
and you feel ill or
Yeah, it's
itchy.
like itchy, like around the arm, like typical heroin kind of like scratching. It's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So the top three nut game is probably not the game.
Yeah, probably not the game I play, but
Probably not,
also
not the game.
circling
you
back,
play.
Not
one,
the game.
yeah, I don't normally play not the game, but like sometimes we do.
You definitely not the game.
That's good laugh from Amber, let me tell you. Number one though,
Yeah.
fuckable. I'm all in for number one. Number two,
I get
not
that
so much.
Choc fudge, that hazelnut note on the nose, like salted.
Salted caramel on number
Salted
one,
caramel?
fuckable.
Yeah.
So good,
this
so
might
delicious,
be
right?
Barrel and batch.
Number one is just.
Wait, are you saying number one is barrel and batch?
Maybe,
one,
but
the
like
second
the
one,
My
I'm
my
getting-
first
those
class, my first class is
Those
Barrel and Batch too.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But like the way Andy was talking about it, I'm like, yeah, like we're balls deep on
Like-
salted caramel. We're like,
It has some breadiness, not breadiness. It has some thickness to it as well.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm actually picking this like 1 over 2.
I just get salted caramel fudge.
I'm struggling on this
I
one.
feel like
Number
it's
one, I've had the whole way.
caramel
Like, I've had
fudge.
this number the
So I
whole
guess
way.
that faint,
But now I'm like starting to have a
hazelnut.
couple more sips
Yeah.
a second. Still number one for me.
But I still believe it's not as complex as the others we've tried. But
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely.
Are we gonna do the last as the
It's like
Three.
It's
But
like
yeah,
instead
three.
of having a complexity of 5 notes, it's like 2, but it's got them
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You know,
sounds
like it's
really
like
well.
salted caramel, just like
definitely
you
right.
just.
So
smashed.
whether it's one
Yeah.
glass and we're all sharing it, or whether it's like 9 glasses,
I have enough.
Are we talking
Okay.
about the second one yet? That second one is the first time I actually get that a bitterness. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the first one's obviously just super pleasant. The second
Yeah.
one, I love it, and then it literally just folds to the sides of my tongue, and it just
Yeah.
sticks there, like that slight bitterness. It's not a negative bitterness,
It's
but if
not
I'm being
negative,
harsh, it has to be 1 over 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I agree. But there's something about the nose and the finish of 2 that I like.
Yeah. Okay.
The palate is just, I don't know what it is. The palate
Yeah,
of 2 is
it's like there's something there. But it doesn't evolve. It just
Yeah, it's
stops
weird.
and stays there.
Yeah. But I think for me, I think 1 is the bet.
Yeah, definitely.
one's good. Like I'm
I
all
still
in on
think they're
one.
both great. Not as complex, but they're still great. They do everything right, like what
100%.
Andy said.
You have to be
Yeah,
super
that's
critical, which is
interesting.
difficult, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like they're all good.
Yeah, they are.
Like, yeah, I'm number 1. You're number
But-
1.
Yeah, number one.
I'm number 1.
Yeah.
Well, there was a reason why the top
1,
4
like
made
1
it
as well.
to the top 4, and then the additional 2, like La Maison de Whiskey and then Nick's, obviously because they weren't released at the time we did the jack off.
Mm.
So, yeah, like number 1, all in.
Yeah, I
What?
yeah, all for 1.
All for one.
And 1
yeah.
for all.
Which is the first time.
No, because number 2 we're all for 2.
No,
Oh,
we
that's it.
were. We
Yeah,
all
that's
went
it,
number
yeah.
2. I was sitting on it, but it was number 2.
Would you like to see the 3 that were eliminated?
No, not yet. Not yet.
No,
Not
maybe
yet.
at the end.
No, at the end, yeah. Don't want to ruin my perspective.
Unless you pour out the 3 first and then bring us the top 3 bottles.
No.
No?
Keep it a secret. I don't
Keep it a
want
secret and then
Keep
we'll
it
bring
secret.
it.
No.
How many
Keep
more?
the brand allegiances
don't
away.
influence your decision by the name of it, right?
How's your
Actual
Infinity is going?
I did
Yeah.
have a try before the last one, and
Or you
it
actually
needs
think
it needs time to
what do you call it? Settle.
Yeah.
It tasted like nothing.
I
Oh,
didn't
really?
To me, it was like there's nothing happening. So
I didn't
it takes
Infinity
time.
before.
That's the art of blending, eh? Like,
Isn't it amazing?
Neither
When
of
you
us
think
have it.
it's going to be great.
Well,
It's like
you just
I
think about the
it's fine.
flavors that we've encountered so far have all worked so perfectly
Yeah.
together, and they've all had pros and
Big
not really
differences.
cons, but we've had to try and spot cons. So you think like if we're putting all this together, it's going to round out like the positive,
Yeah.
flavor notes are going to round everything out, but it just doesn't work like
No,
that when
it
you make
doesn't.
an Infinity
No.
whiskey. And that like
Exactly.
I'm making one now at home, and I got a really good piece of advice. I think it was from Ray. That was saying like if you're going to work with peat, literally 2%. Like don't
Oh right.
Yeah, 'cause if you
the
overcook it with
least as
peat-
possible. Yeah.
you put a tiny bit of peat in, it's just like the whole thing just completely changes.
Right.
And I thought with peat as well, what if you picked something with a little bit of light peat? But it's like with a cocktail, you can't take sugar out of a cocktail. You put less in and go, I can add a bit more. It's like the same thing with Infinity whiskey. Just put the tiniest drop and just.
Right.
Interesting.
It's such a cool idea, Infinity whiskey.
Yeah. Well, it's had a lot more time. See, the thing is, it
To
needs
meld?
time to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's had more time, so we'll see how it goes.
Wee. Thank you, Sailor.
Oi!
That.
Could have been worse.
Jesus.
You
I want to make sure you
Almost
have
to
enough
the
water.
Well, I mean, he did well too. Like I
No,
think
steady
teamwork.
hand.
I did have steady hands.
It's not my.
I've been using the JD to pallet cleanse.
It's not the first jack off.
What are you guys doing with this clear liquid?
It's
Is that what
fine.
that's for?
It's just to rinse them out. Then go back to this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh,
So
also, that's what an impressive start as well. Like,
Yeah.
what are we? 1-2-1? 1-2-2.
Wait.
1, 2, 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
one,
1, 2, 2.
1, 2, 2. We've tasted 6 whiskeys now.
The
Yeah,
differences slowly got.
Jacob was
Let's
the only
stop.
person who didn't conform to the first one.
Yeah.
That's only
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The difference between 1 and 2 was massive in the first one,
Yeah.
and it's just slowly got closer and closer
Yeah.
to each.
I think so.
Yeah.
It seems
It'll-
like it's getting closer. Yeah.
I think the last one was really clear for me.
Right.
Yeah.
The last
Two.
one was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that one we just had
Yeah.
was pretty clear for me that I wanted 1.
Can we drop it
It was
to
one,
like
right?
15 to
Yeah, it was.
10
It
minutes?
was. Yeah, it was one.
Was it 1?
Yeah, it was.
I actually
one.
can't remember.
It was
Yeah,
one.
I don't remember.
So
Because 2 was the one that we found the slightest.
hold
bit
on.
of
Why did we
bitterness.
say 1, 2, 2? It's not. It's 1, 2, 1.
It is
1-2-1? I wasn't sure.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah, well, both
Yeah.
of us forgot.
Yeah.
Yo, Amber knows that's the only important person.
Wait. Yeah. So
Cool.
she rectified the 1, 2, 1. We didn't stuff that up.
No.
Yeah.
I hope so.
The 15mm change is appreciated.
It is
Oh,
been
yeah,
massively,
definitely.
and I've still got an Infinity whiskey that
Yeah.
has about
We're measuring
60mm?
Yeah, now we're measuring rather than eyeballing. Because I'm like, if we're starting off at like 30mm pours and then we're doing 9 pours at 30mm,
There's a reason I was the favourite bartender, right?
Oh yeah, I would be served by you. I'd be like, she gets it.
because I'm like, I'm not worried about doing whiskeys like now. I'm worried about whiskeys afterwards.
Later.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not paying for it, so.
Well, she's not wrong.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be kicking you out of bed at 4 a.m. when I get up. Let me tell you.
I had a plane to catch, I'll be out of bed.
Yeah, take that.
I'm not driving to the airport because I'm gonna be at work.
It's a 4-minute train ride from my train station to the airport.
Why so
That's- Wow.
That's a lot.
Are we close to the airport here?
long? Yeah, we're
No,
like
I
20
live
minutes
in,
away?
I live in Waterloo.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
20 or
Green's Way.
15.
Okay.
that's about 15.
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm normally picking up Nadia when she lands.
Alright.
I'm on Nadia pickup duty. I don't know how I ended up with that gig.
She's coming to the Mictors.
She is presenting.
Yeah.
She is the
Oh,
Victor's
right.
event.
It's
Is she presenting?
Do I
How does
feel
she
like
present?
Well, compared
Fast
to
on.
who presented last year, she'll be better.
Right, who did last year?
We're not going to talk about
We're not
it.
going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
I
I heard it was like, you know,
Ray took over in 5 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, was that bad? Oh, I would love to be there to see that.
It was red hot.
Would you
Far
have
out.
though? I would find that so uncomfortable.
It is a bit uncomfortable.
Look, to be honest with you, I remember like when I first started at Webster's, we had a couple of events and just introducing people, I used to get the shakes and hated public
That's
speaking.
the thing, was it that, probably
But
his
it-
first
like,
time
I
or
won't-
his first time?
I won't judge people that struggle with public speaking. If someone stays in public speaking,
Definitely.
you know, and clearly they either hate it or they don't want to do it or whatever else, I find that confusing. But there's nothing I want less than to see someone struggle when they're talking. I find that really
You
hard.
feel sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Of
just
course.
I'm empathetic,
To be
man.
fair,
No one
yeah.
wants to what like.
To be
I
fair,
understand.
Webster's was the last event of a day that started at 9 a.m.
Oh, wasn't it?
So like,
Oh, so everyone had been like on the tear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
so
made
like
what?
everyone was a bit
Wait, was this
the
a
bus.
The boss.
that was like a stop? Or
Ray
was it an
was
event
like-
that followed a full?
Ray was the last stop. It was Vanguard.
So I was there.
Yes, you were there.
Why did
Oh
I
my
notice
God.
this?
How cooked were? I think I have a photo with you at Webster's.
How do you
Holding
not
Mr.
remember
Gian.
I'm just trying to remember.
So wait,
what
this is
happened.
the same one. This is the same one where Grant and I were doing Old Forester.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it like transitioned.
No,
probably
no.
perfectly. It was like this is meant to happen.
Oh
No.
my God.
So
Right.
yeah.
I'm just trying to remember.
I mean, anyway, it's difficult to be the last stop of the day
You know what?
because everyone's
No,
just
it
on
wasn't
another
fair.
level, you know.
But it was more like because of the lineup, the hype wasn't given at the start. And the fact that we finished on a Victor's 25
Can I just say-
was not appreciated
yeah.
from
Yes, that's true. That's
Which
true.
should have been like fanfare,
Can I-
like us building up to the birthday. Like when you
Yeah, of
have
course.
when you have
Yes.
something so special, you need people to follow the journey to look where we are. Like, because if you can't do that, and someone's sipping on a Micta's 25, and it's like, oh, this is the last one on the page, or it's like that's the worst. You know, from a brand perspective, that's hard because you want everyone to be joining you with the whole like, look what we're doing, guys. You
Everyone
know?
knows birthday bourbon. Like as soon as you mention it in the bourbon community,
Yeah.
they're like birthday
So the
bourbon.
cult
fuck yeah.
following.
Exactly.
Yeah. But Micta's like high levels of age, like the 10-year Micta's 20, 25, man, they're like unicorn, amazing.
10
whiskey.
alone is
Yeah.
hard for most people.
Yeah.
Hey.
I remember.
But it's a cool idea, man. The whiskey hunt thing.
Oh,
It's really
thanks. Oh, it's
it's
very
really
good.
cool. I hope I hope I'll get to be a part of it every year because it's like it's such an
Wow,
interesting
still
idea.
spicy as hell.
It's
Alright.
well, most of them are the full body and robust, so I'm not
Thank you.
surprised. Again, we got 3 to pick a winner now.
Oh, that's, yeah, we got
You
one.
don't want another?
Cool.
So now these are the 3 remaining, as Jacob perfectly covered. Out of our, I guess, first initial lineup, these are
The
like
first
1,
culling.
2, 2.
Yeah,
Or
well,
we
no,
1, 2,
1 to
1.
1. 1 to 1.
1
is
to
what
1.
we
I
have
can't remember.
Oh, I just
Thank
kept his.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you. All
At
right.
least there's some separation as to what's what.
Yeah. So whether we've got poor tasting choices or
Oh, so we're doing the remaining 3.
Yep,
right?
and we
Okay,
pick. So these are our
Oh,
top
this-
3,
okay, 3.
and we pick our first, second, third
Thank
for
you.
these.
Hold on. These are the ones we've already tried,
yeah.
Yes.
but we're having them again too.
Yeah.
To pick out what's our
Alright.
favourite, what's 1, 2, and 3.
Because, like, we've already
this
gone
is gonna
through
be
it.
hard.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is gonna be so.
I think it might.
What's
There'll be 2.
You've
that
already
will
picked
battling
2?
out, that would battle.
what's hard about 3?
Because
Oh, great.
the ones that we decided that we liked were all great.
Now we're just picking the best out of the 3.
Yeah.
So we might
in,
be
in numbers too, right? Are we going 3, 2, 1 or 3, 1, 2? Is that what
From memory,
Yeah.
right? Can we do it like from memory?
From memory, what you think it is,
What you think would be.
and then we'll try them, and then we'll rank them again. Yeah. So Jeremy,
I know, isn't it interesting?
from memory, what do you think is going to be first, second, third? Oh, sorry, third, second.
No,
first.
so this is the problem. So I haven't cracked any of my barrel and my old barrel house. I've
Yep.
only cracked my barrel and batch.
Yep.
So that is the only one I can decently remember.
Yeah, remember. Yeah, okay.
But you've tried 6 tonight.
Yep.
From the 6 you've tried so far, out of these, what do you think is going to be first,
I
second,
wouldn't,
third?
like from you have to say like round 1, round 2, or round 3.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh fuck! I've got no idea.
Well,
Oh.
this is round 1. This is round 2.
I assume that'd be.
And that's round 3.
Is that how we've done it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
cool.
sure. I guess.
Wait,
for me, it'd be
Hobbsy,
between-
can I get a
between
confirmation
round
that
one
this is
and
1, 2,
between
3?
Round 2. if
This
that
was
makes
the
sense.
round 1.
round 3 that
The
weren't.
first one you gave us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Second one was round 2.
Hold on.
And then third one
Say
was
that
round
again.
3.
Round 1 and round 2.
Third one
Yeah.
wasn't round 3.
We
No,
had
I
3
changed it.
goes.
Oh, you threw. Oh, she
Was
changed it.
best. The third
Wait,
one.
what?
You're going in blind.
Yeah,
We're going in blind, so we don't know which
the
is
battle
which.
was between
Jesus
round 1 and round 2.
I
Which
agree.
makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
an actual proper double blind then. So the last is.
So it's
in
a triple
one, two, three.
blind.
So basically,
I switched them up. They're not the
it's
same.
between the buttered pancakes.
You
and
switched
the-
them up.
So 1 isn't 1, 2 isn't 2, 3 isn't 3.
So we're not judging off what we think the rounds were.
No,
we're
no,
just
no.
having
Of course
3
not. They're
whiskies,
mixed up, right?
which is a great
Yeah.
way to do it
Okay.
because otherwise,
Hobbs is genius.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that is actually a better way.
It's
I
great.
thought it was going to be 1 was 1, 2 was 2, 3
It
was
is
3.
like literally a blind tasting in the
Best way.
best way. Like we have no idea what we're.
Do you know what? Like, straight off the bat, for nose, I'm going towards round 2. Oh, sorry, like the second.
The second pour.
The second pour for me, it has me.
That
The
third
lime
one
cordial.
seems the strongest.
Is
on
it
the
that?
nose.
Is it that lime cordial?
It's like burns the nostrils, but the rest.
I was going like more your
Yeah.
pancakes. I'd say that's.
I've
Yeah,
changed.
definitely.
Every
That
time we
second
switch
one-
between them.
The second one is yeah,
Pancakes. So I'd say that was the first round pick.
yeah. That would be my guess.
Interesting.
Definitely, because it's not as spicy as the others.
Hobbsy,
It's
can
just
I
a
get
guess.
more water unless that was the
Nathan.
copy?
Nathan. Jesus, you can tell you guys are in security and defense.
Without even looking at the others, I can tell you that's round 1.
Thank you.
100%. You're right. Spot on. Second.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
the second one was maple, like that pancake note, and like it was covered perfectly.
And buttered pancakes.
You're saying number 1?
No, number 2 was
Number two.
buttered
That
pancake.
was
Yeah,
so
number
good.
2. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
and like
I
that.
felt like number 1 was buttered pancake.
No, no,
Wasn't
you're
2
right.
salted caramel?
No, no, it
just-
is
no, no,
number
we all
1.
picked
For
number
this
one.
time.
You just had a camera
sorry.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I've got us all covered in the second one anyway. So
We better hurry up.
no, I had
That
like
was sec-
71% battery
second
on my
round.
second phone. So like we're good.
The first round was second round's.
Just so you don't get confused.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Mm.
Hobbsy, do I still have
First one is second rounds. This
video
is
on
the last
camera
one,
too?
obviously.
Copy. Yeah, so like and it's only because of that buttered pancake note that like it's fuckable
man.
between Jack Daniels and I'm like number 2 I'm gravitating.
Yeah, that's
towards.
hard.
This is
That's
hard.
tough,
This is
'cause
Well,
hard.
this
that's
is
what
what
we're
this is the best of
This
the
is
best
what we
of
love.
the best.
Yeah, it's what we love. They're all great.
This is going to be super tough. And the thing is as
Would you
well,
love-
like each of these have a specific thing about them that make them incredibly endearing.
They do. They,
Yeah.
each
It's
of their
like-
own unique notes.
Each of them are like it's like having 3 different desserts that you're in the mood for at different times.
Yeah.
And all of them you're like, oh, I can't do without creme brulee. Oh, I can't do without, tiramisu. And you're like, I like all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Is
That-
number 3 lime cordial?
Is that
On
the
the
one?
nose?
Is that the one?
Number 3
Yes.
lime
I
cordial.
actually
I think so.
I worked it out already.
Okay,
I
so
can't remember what I did.
I know what one's what. So if
Yeah.
I switch them, I'm like I understand that 2 is number 1, 1 is 2, and then 3 is
Did you say
3
the
is
first
3.
3 is 3. Is that
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
It is.
Or is 3 2?
3 is 3.
3,
Yeah.
3 is 3. Man, it's coming down to 1 and 2 for me, for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't try and dissect them. Just
Sorry.
go off.
Two. First is number 3.
Do you know what? Number 1's nose.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
No, I think I don't think you're wrong.
But I don't think you're right.
No. I don't think he's right or wrong. I just like the way that he explained it was really funny.
We're all
First is
wrong.
third,
Love
third
it.
is first, second
Okay.
is second.
You know what? I had it down.
Up is down.
And then you moved my glasses because you're like, keep it in order.
Yeah, I'll keep it in order. Keep it in order.
Yeah, okay.
Number 2, I'm all in for.
Ah.
It's that buttered pancake
That's the
note.
first one we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that's solid.
I could literally spot that one anywhere.
Yeah.
Because the way that we kind of covered how it tasted is exactly what it is: buttermilk pancakes. Number
It is the
number
sweetest
number
one out of the
one
lot.
for, number
Which-
1 for me is the salted caramel one. I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like that's that one.
Oh, number 1.
Hobbsy's doing a great job at
Kenny
ex-bartender. So she knows
It
how to
is.
fuck with us.
Yeah.
You know what I
what I'm
mean?
saying.
It's got that little
Yeah.
bit of salt.
Salty
1, 2,
caramel,
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
it
have
goes
to go
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm going definitely 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
However,
Wait. Are you saying in terms of your ranking or in terms of what you think it was
What we
previously?
had.
I'm not
we
even
had.
trying to work out what we had previously because it doesn't matter.
Oh, because you're right. Though.
But I also
What you
think
said.
that I know what they are. I think that was the first one we had.
I
That
think
was
this
the
is the-
second one we had.
correct,
That was the
yeah.
third.
I think
And
it's
for me.
opposite.
It's obviously I'm really struggling now because I love that to bits, and I'd go 1, 2, 3. But my second decision is going to be 1, 2, 3 as well because these two are just too good. The first two are so good.
I'm agreeing because I'm battling out between 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Hobbsy,
yeah.
be prepared to bring out bottles for like 1, 2, and 3, by the way. So, thank you.
We'll start at 3.
You're the best.
2, 1.
Alright,
Do we agree the third one is not a winner, like so far? Or?
Yeah, like I'm.
Let me
It's
close the palette.
between 1 and 2 at the moment.
It's clear to me that like those two are just too good.
Yeah.
Even though I really love that, these two are just.
Yeah, no, it's alright. Like, we're all for burps. Could you get the whiskey out somehow?
Tennessee whiskies. Not burbs. Tennessee
Burps.
whiskies.
Oh,
this
there
guy.
he is. What are they? I was listening to a podcast today, and they're calling a combination of bourbon and rye a boo rye.
Yeah, Burai.
Yeah.
And
You
then-
know what is a great
But then
Burai? Lost Monarch.
Oh, Lost Monarch. Cracker.
Lost Monarch
Let me-
is... Have
I'll
you had
pour
Lost
some out.
Monarch yet?
Wait, let's get us out of this, and then we'll Lost
Yeah.
Monarch it.
But it's,
Alright?
apparently you can't call Jack Daniels a boo rye because obviously Tennessee whiskey is not a bourbon. Right?
No,
So-
but it's a blend of bourbon and
Right.
ryes.
Oh, and then on this same podcast, they were talking about the triple mash, which I'm really
Yeah.
excited to try. I'm like,
Actually, yeah, so...
we'll have to
wait,
try it soon.
can
But
we-
anyway,
Can we full disclose that you brought a triple mash here?
yeah.
Done.
So
And a 150?
Yeah, the
Also-
150 anniversary. We got a couple of really special
Yeah,
whiskeys
so
to try.
we were
That
so
triple
blessed.
mash, they were saying like, what do we call this? We can't call it a boo rye because it's not a bourbon and rye, and it's got single malt in it too.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you call something that is a Tennessee whiskey, a rye, and a single
that?
malt
What are
together?
these
Like,
two?
what do you call
Oh,
that?
right.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Triple
Let
mash.
me visit the last
Triple
one
mash.
again.
Thank
Triple
you.
mash. Done. Jack Daniels.
Thank you. The conversation
Same done.
has been closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, amazing.
All right. So
You're not taking the
I
time.
think everyone's ready, right? Are we
Yeah,
ready?
right.
I think we're ready.
Third one for me, just
Okay, so what is your third place, everyone?
Third place
Three.
is 3.
3.
Third place for me is 1.
Whoa, cool.
wow.
Good.
But I can see that. Maybe because of simplicity. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's the
It's
simplicity of
one-dimensional,
one.
man, and that's literally when we talked about salted caramel. I'm like, I get salted caramel, and that's it, and it nails
Yeah.
that.
That's the thing.
But
That's, why I like
all
it.
it
I know,
nails.
and sometimes
that's why it's my
sometimes
three.
you need more complexity to build a full picture.
Yeah.
But for me, like that's a satisfying
Because it works
The reason
so well.
it's the reason it won't be number one for me.
Yeah.
That's going to be number one for me because it's not just buttermilk pancakes, but it's got that backbone of spice there as well. It's got a little bit of like
Okay.
leather. It's got a little
So,
bit of
Can I
marzipan.
just say, is it like 2 is like maybe both
Hobbsy,
1 and 2?
are you ready?
together?
Mixing them? That's
You know
going
what
to
I
make
mean?
it
Can you bring out-
whiskey.
Can you bring out number
Wait,
3?
wait, wait.
One and
wait.
two- It's like number
You
2.
called number
is
3.
1 and
No,
3
let's-
together.
I want to see what
If that
these
makes
two
sense.
say.
No, so
Yeah.
I said my number 3 is number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
All of you said number 3 was your number 1. Number 2.
No.
no,
Number
no.
3 was our number.
It's
Number
our
3
last
was
one.
our number 3.
Number 3 is our number
Yeah, number 1 was my number 3.
3. Yes, that's
Yeah, I
right.
said
Yeah,
number
yeah.
3 was our number 3.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
number 2.
Number 2 was number
Hang
1.
on, Gian?
Sorry?
What's your
Number 2 was.
Yeah, so number 2 was everyone's
What's
number
your third
1.
place?
My third place
This
is number
class
3.
was everyone's number 1, correct?
Yes,
So it's
correct.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
That's
my,
your
I know,
number one.
I know my winner.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Number 2 was my number 1. Wait, we're getting too deep into numbers.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's go first.
Can we just go
place.
first?
First place.
Wait,
Wait, let's go third place, second place,
Alright.
third.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like we're gonna build hype to this thing.
Yeah, but
Also-
third place is already discussed, so if you give me a
No,
first,
if
I
you're
can
gonna
figure
bring
out
out
the
third place, do a rally in the third place, and then second
So-
place, first place.
My
Let's just
third
do that.
place was number 1, but all of you had your third place as number 3. So,
So
what's
let's bring out number
what was
3.
number 3?
first.
What was number 3?
Yeah.
Let's bring out number 3. Build some hype.
We need someone on the drums here.
Oh,
Ooh, the ERB!
ERB. Okay. Alright.
So the Joe C.
Wow.
So the Joe C was our number 3, but it was your number 1.
No, it was my number 2.
Oh, sorry, it was your number 2.
So then, number 2, I put as Joe C, but you all guys put as your number 1.
number 1.
So what was number 1?
Wait. Wait, no, we're not doing number one. We're doing number two.
We're doing number two first.
No.
Yeah,
Number
so
two, but
number
it was our
two.
number one.
Alright, okay,
in our
guys. Alright, everyone. We need to have a
Second
clear
place.
form of communication.
Second place was
Second
number
place.
1 or 2.
Second place was number one.
Correct.
One for all of you.
Yes.
It was my number
You
3.
went the other way.
I was the other way. I was
Second
number 3.
place is our number
But
one.
it's
That's
okay
correct.
to be wrong. So let's bring out the second place
Just wasn't
trophy,
your day. It's
Which
Hang on.
which was the first
was
place
number 1?
in our
Number
samples.
1 was number 3 for
our
them.
second place is our
'cause they're
first
wrong.
place in the sample. Yeah.
Yeah. This is so
Oh,
confusing.
what is-
Oh, this
We're
is
getting confused.
this is chapter.
Oh, barrel and bash!
Oh shit!
How good's that?
So,
That
I
is
actually want to revisit that because of that colour.
So-
okay.
Our first. Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked that. That's
No,
true.
it's not
So number 1 was Barrel and
thought
Bash.
we-
number
Number 1 was barrel and
Batch.
batch.
Oh my
Number
goodness.
3 was ERB.
What is our
I
number
know,
two?
I'm
Number
so
2.
curious.
Everyone is number 2. So
Everyone's number
what is
two
number
was their
2?
number one, the winner of
Is
the
it
Number
Jello?
one was buttered pancakes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when
Is it
So this
La
is
Maison
all
de
Barrel
Whiskey?
House.
Or is it... It is
Oh!
La Maison de Whiskey!
It's a fresh crack!
Oh!
What is it?
La
No
Maison
way.
de Whiskey!
Is it the one I brought in?
Yes!
Oh
the one
my
you
god.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
So not only did LeMay de Whiskey,
La Maison de Whiskey, yeah.
Wow, that
He's
is
not
Win.
French,
unreal.
leave him alone.
yeah, leave me alone, I'm a white boy from the hood, win the jack off, but Barrel and Batch came in number 2, which they've been
Yeah.
battling
Wow.
from the start, which made the top 4. Would these guys have made the top 4? I'm not sure, but the top 6 to top 4,
That is
fuck,
crazy.
what a
man.
lineup!
Yeah, it's
And
incredible.
I'm like,
man.
I want to buy these bottles and I've got them. Isn't
That's
that
pretty-
interesting?
that's pretty amazing.
Except for that one.
Also,
and
Hopsy's
how
having
good that the
triple mash
bottle that you
tomato.
cracked as well has just made it all the way through on in
Yeah.
one. Like, that's pretty amazing.
That is...
That's something else. What
That is a
fucking
good lineup. That is a
Yeah.
good lineup. That is a good lineup.
I'm actually happy with
Jacob
that
was the only one
whole
who follows
lineup.
it.
That is really good.
I'm the only one that faltered.
Jacob was the only one who was like, nah.
So what was Jacob's? Can we
Switch to
can we
it, Chris.
pull that out?
It's tricky though, you know.
So he
like,
switched Barrel and Batch and the ERB. He had 3 for Barrel and Batch, 2 for ERB, and 1 for...
I'm sure
Well,
Ray
that
will
is
be
all-
happy, like,
yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
B&B made number 2.
Oh
like,
man, that the Barrel and Batch pick. I said it the moment I tried it. I'm like, that's the best Jack Daniels I've ever tasted, and it continued to be the best Jack Daniels all the way through everything I tasted. It was just there's something about
yeah,
it.
that's right.
But you still did La Maison.
I went La Maison like because I think for me it
It's
was.
that buttered pancake note.
But you put that up against like that salted caramel of
Yeah.
that Barrel and Batch. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the salt. That's the salted caramel thing about
It-
Barrel and Batch
you're-
that made
you're
it
right.
exceptional to me.
It
Yeah,
hits
yeah,
that
yeah.
salted caramel.
They're both
It does hit that
in
salted
their own
caramel.
right.
Yeah.
They're both so like such good whiskies, and I feel like if you made an infinity whiskey of just those two whiskies,
Oh,
it's not an infinity
daddy,
whiskey.
mate.
That's just a blend. But anyway, like, like I would drink that all day, every day for the rest of my
That
life.
is
Fucking ass.
Yeah.
super
Wow.
interesting.
And like you know how I was telling you how like the waves crashed into my Glen can.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of just want Barrel and Batch and a little bit of salt, like more salt, because
Oh,
I,
you know
I,
what?
I
Blend.
loved it so
Blend.
much. What's that? That's
Wait,
one.
I did a review
That's 1 and
on
2.
That's 1 and 2.
That's
I
one
did
and
a
two.
review
Oh, that's
on
together.
That's together.
and I thought I would be able to pick Barrel and
You
Batch,
talking about it, I'm
which
like,
was more-
fuck, what am I
did
doing?
The salted caramel.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
creme
yeah.
brulee,
Wow.
All day.
and coffee
All day.
leather notes.
Hand it around,
Try
You
that.
know.
Is it good?
Which one's it?
That's 1 and 2 blended.
It's Barrel,
Oh, right.
Barrel and Batch and.
I have a blend that I thought was the best one I've had the other day, and that was the NYX Parallel Import. 3 parts to 1 part Barrel and Batch, and
Wow,
it was
is that interesting or
Yeah,
what?
I know, right?
That's really good.
I knows that, and I'm like, why did this not
that actually
win?
worked
Yeah.
really well.
that's good.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, that literally would
It's
have
got
just made it all the way
lots of
through.
Thank you.
Base. It's got like a lot of spice in the base, and then it just
Why wouldn't the top 2 whiskies go well together? Because. Like they're very, very different though. I love that we're talking about it in terms of food. Salted caramel, buttermilk pancakes, both of those together, like what
You can't beat it.
But also, I noticed with this one as well, the second, which was obviously the Maison, right?
Yeah.
I noticed only late on I started getting bacon on the nose, and I didn't at the start.
Yeah, okay.
Like I get it now. Like even if I smell the same.
that,
now.
but that's
It's that
that's
fatty,
salty
salty-
meat noise.
yeah.
aspect.
It's like
Fatty
like
salty
bacon
meat
wash. It's like,
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
I didn't get it at the start. I only get it now, just emerging. But man, like to be honest, I think the Barrel and Bash for me was so memorable just because it was the first time I'd ever had the presence of salt in any Jack Daniels ever.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
loved it, you know? So
It's
delicious.
definitely well deserved. So,
Yeah.
do you know what? Like, I guess we're hitting the 124, 5, 130 mark at this point because
Yeah,
you're just
just
throwing
cutting.
a sign. But yeah, like, thank you so much for Andy and Gian for coming on, like filling in for Gian for Jack and Andy filling in for Andy. So, like, I was
filling in for
incredibly
Andy.
blessed. Yeah, like, great to have
And
you
you'll
guys
be back
here.
next
Like, we
week.
don't get to do this shit often. So to have 12 Jack Daniels barrel strengths and then pulling like 4 from those plus 2 extras from Gian and me to bring this 6 for the top lineup, like, amazing. And fuck,
This
Ray's barreling
does
back.
not happen.
No,
Like, what we're doing, this is like pretty amazing.
yeah,
That was
it is.
good.
Yeah.
Like outside of the US even, like it's nuts.
It's
to
just-
think that
It's a
we
really
could-
cool idea.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like we're incredibly blessed to perform this jack off for everyone who's playing at home. Thank you. I will take everyone's laugh because I'm blessed. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're now wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Obviously there are our 3 lineup. Ray taking out number 2
Yeah.
and some
Maison. So you got the French, the Aussie, and the US picks.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was very close between Barrel and Bash.
Incredibly close. It
Maison.
literally, like,
It could have been either
couldn't
way.
have been closer.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
couldn't have been.
So
And I was like umming and ahhing with those two. I was like, how do
Yeah.
I do this? Maybe I was just hungry and I wanted pancakes.
I was actually going for
but
Barrel.
either way, we're gonna hit Macca's and
yeah, yeah.
hotcakes, so
It's just
like we're all for it. But
That
yeah,
was
thank
a
you
good
guys
one.
so much for
Yeah.
tuning in, B coming along because like I'm blessed to have you guys here.
Oh
like,
man, back at you. Thank you for organising it.
Yeah,
that's
thank you.
right.
And having
Yeah,
us
thank
in
you.
your place.
Not
and,
only
and
did
pouring
it
us whiskey.
take months to organise the
It
jack
really
off.
did.
Yeah.
It really did.
It actually
And,
did.
and
Did I
look,
look
I'm going to be
slow
honest
with
with
the
you.
last
The main
second?
reason it didn't happen earlier was me. Like it was my fault. I actually had to go to Canberra and like it was a work thing.
So-
and my calendar is pretty wild, man. It's
To
pretty
be
wild.
fair,
but thank you for
If you weren't
sticking with
here,
it.
the Maison
That's
wouldn't
right.
have won
Yeah.
because we wouldn't have had it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it would have been.
That's what I was
How,
saying.
how does it feel? How does it feel
Sorry,
bringing
Ray. Sorry, Ray. France is better.
Ray would understand. I reckon if he was sitting in on this, he would have obviously recognised his own pick like 100%. But
Yeah.
he would understand why that the 2 and the 1 were so close together because that was a battle of the
It
titans.
was.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so good.
That was
It's
good.
like
That was good.
incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you again, guys, because like I'm blessed to have everyone here. Like this doesn't happen often, considering Andy's schedule plus Gian. Like it's Friday, he's got to navigate the kids and missus,
Yeah.
and can't imagine. But
It's
then
like,
Jacob doesn't
next
have
subject.
family, and then like I'm sure
Fuck
I don't know Ben's
We're
over
both-
at his
we're
place
both
or something. Like yeah, like
Always.
and for that we're
got no
grateful.
excuse.
So
Yeah.
No
thank you
excuse.
guys. I'm Jez, obviously. Andy, I drink, therefore I dram. Gian, Whiskey and Chesterfields, and Jakob, aka Gloucester Lane,
Thank you.
and obviously Lamont.
Lamont Whisk for the 65th anniversary pick
Yeah.
of the full-bodied and robust.
Yeah.
Killed it.
That is a.
Yeah.
It's good.
A bite.
It is
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
and the fact that Ray came so close.
Oh,
and that's-
they were neck and neck.
That is-
Ray would be so fucking pissed. So Ray, sorry,
he would
I
not.
love you.
He would not. He would
the
understand. trying those two
institution that is
together.
Lamega Whiskey is a whole nother level. Like the fact that for you guys he was neck and neck is a.
I'm sure he'd love
speaks
it.
volumes.
It does,
Still
man. Like
available,
that's out of
aren't
what 12 picks to begin
No,
with.
Ray's not.
12,
Ray's out.
14 really.
14 in
the
total.
Whole, yeah, 14 in total.
To smash all of them and come second only by the tiniest of margins.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, I feel like either of those could have just been my number one.
Yeah,
just like
definitely,
lean
definitely.
one way. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Good
So
times.
yeah, thank you, love you guys. Obviously we're at an hour and a half now, so
You
everyone
have a
needs to
lot
go
of
to
funny
bed,
to do.
but, not really. I'll just adjust. Anyway, love you guys. Stay thirsty. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
That La Maison, you did a
Oh,
good
I couldn't-
pick. You did